Mic test, mic test. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know if you guys are able to hear me now. I think you guys should be good to go. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Once I get a confirmation there in the chat, I'll pick right back up. Awesome. Phil, thank you. I appreciate that. What's up, Ada Nation? Welcome into Adapt Central, your home for everything blockchain and crypto. We're here right now in Vegas. We've got the finale for the Doom on Hydra tournament kicking off here in just a couple of minutes here. So I'm going to just kill a little bit of time here. But as you guys see there, I mean, the venue looks amazing. The lighting, the music, the sounds. And we've got the players right now getting ready. A lot going on here. I'm actually just getting off stage with Charles Hoskinson, breaking down, some conversations talking about governance, the treasury, integrations, making Cardano a peninsula, and just so much going on here. So I'm excited to share that content here with you guys over the course of the next coming days. I'm actually going to grab the official edited footage here from IOG and the team actually hosting this event here in just a couple of minutes. But once I get that, I'll go ahead and share that here on the channel. Again, a lot of teams in representation here. We've got the USDM team actually down below on the main floor. We've got Pi Lanningham from Sunday Swap in the building. We've got Trim Brusette, the project manager from Hydra. We've got Adam Dean, Andrew Westberg, a lot of the technical minds here in the ecosystem all showing up here. And again, as we're getting ready for the finale to kick off here, there's just been a lot of excitement here in the room. We've also even got Fatality. I want to say maybe like 10 or 12 year back-to-back winner when it comes to Doom tournaments. And so he's in the building. He's excited to watch this particular tournament turn out here. This should be roughly around, I want to say 30 or so minutes. Again, this is my first time enjoying or even just witnessing or spectating something like this. I just want to say thank you to everybody for tuning in here. I am on the go, so this setup is not the conventional setup, but I'm trying to do the best with what I got here. We've got Kevin in the building. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Benny, man, I got an aces, boss. Put some respect on my name. I appreciate you guys letting me know about my mic. I definitely do appreciate that. Meepo, this is not streaming on Twitch. This is on X right now. And it is also available on, I want to say, YouTube. So it should be available on both of those platforms there. Mark from Australia tuning in. Welcome in, Mark. I appreciate you guys. Again, the team is getting ready right now. If you guys can see them at the very bottom there, man. We've got Charles Token in the building. I appreciate you guys, man. Let's see. Doug Nasty, as always, tuning in. Appreciate y'all very, very much, man. Like I said, I did get the opportunity to interview Charles. The only thing is the time. The time was super, super short. So it was roughly about 30 or so minutes. And I actually was interviewing him with the host of this event here in Vegas. So her name is Fu Styles. She's a stylist, but she's also a big voice when it comes to women and bringing women more visibility in the blockchain and crypto and Web3 space. So she and I split the interview with Charles. But again, I'll make sure to share that out ASAP as soon as that's available from the post-production side of things. If you guys have any questions about just the event in general, let me know. I'm happy to answer those here. We got to hear from the Ascent Rivals team. They're building a game. I want to say it's called Polka Starter. They came from the Dot ecosystem. They made a presentation earlier. And then we got to hear from the teams that actually put all this together when it comes to Doom on Hydra. And again, we're just sort of spending a couple of minutes here before the actual tournament kicks off. So this is going to be a four-person one-on-one, or just a four-person free-for-all, right? So no teams at all. And it's, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, whoever gets the most kills in, I want to say it's roughly a 15 to 20-minute session. And I think there's going to be 2 or 3 rounds of that going on here. So I'm actually going to see if I can get Trim, the founder of this, or not the founder, but at least the manager of this here, up here real quick. Give me just a second, you guys. I'm going to mute myself because I've got to scream and I don't want to blow you guys' ear out. Give me just a second. All right. Thank you. After almost losing my voice, I had to turn my mic off so I could scream to Trim. He's on the way up right now. We're about to get him mic'd up here. We're gonna talk a little bit about Doom on Hydra and exactly what that's been going on. Guys, please share this out. Not for me, for the Cardano community, for people like Trim that have been busting their butt day in, day out here. This is the time that Cardano gets some massive recognition here. The man himself. Let's go. No, we're getting you mic'd up. Hold on. We're live. We're live. We got an audience tonight, man.
Hey, guys.
All right. Give me 1 second. We're going to get him mic'd up. All right. All right. So what I'm going to do is boom. All right. You're good, man. Let me get you a seat.
Well, there's a seat here.
All right, Trim. Perfect. So you just got off the stage, man. Doom on Hydra. What's going on through your mind, man? This is like the finale, you know. You literally had this in your mind.
Yep.
You've now seen it come to fruition. Look at the amazing stage.
This is something.
That is all of your work. So I mean, what's been the last couple of days like? You've been out here for, I think, at least a week, you know?
Yeah.
Give us the breakdown.
So it's actually kind of it's been a weird week. I actually arrived here on Sunday, and I've been attending the World of Concrete, which, you know, it's quite an event. It's kind of amazing, actually, what they do with. Anyway, so Charles has been a lot more into that than I have. Like, I went there, I looked at all the things, I had a little bit of fun, but then, you know, a lot of my focus has been here on getting this event together. It's been incredible, man. Like, just seeing this place turn from just like kind of a generic, like, you know, okay, this is just an event locale. Like, there's nothing special here.
Yeah.
So, like, getting all the logos up, getting all of the swag there, getting everything set up, all the people here.
Yo,
like, it's so
check
cool.
out the swag, man. This thing is legit. This is what really I'm talking about, man.
I was wearing that and then baggy pants. He came and gave me this.
Dude.
And it's so cool, man.
Yeah. Heck yeah, dude. No, this is awesome. This is awesome. So what would you say has been like your biggest highlight so far?
Biggest highlight so far? Ooh, that's a good question. That is a very good question. You would think it would be the 1 million TPS. It actually wasn't. That was a very peculiar moment. It was bittersweet in a way because it was just so much work getting put into making that happen. And when we did the party that I was attending, because I was like, you know, in the corner, like during the party, and when we actually hit it, everyone had gone home. So I was just like, we did it, and it's just like no one's here. So that was something. But what's the best moment? Honestly, it kind of has to be this.
I was gonna say, I think it has to be now.
Yeah,
again.
It has to be this.
For anybody who's not here, I mean, the venue is amazing. I want to give the viewers a quick pivot.
Yeah, so over it.
This is my first time here in what is the name? Hyper Arena.
HyperX. Yeah.
HyperX Arena. So for the viewers, I mean, check this out from left to right. So you've got a bar over there. You've got some of the camera equipment. You've got the crowd right below here. And then there's a full breakdown. There's a bunch of different gaming computers at the bottom down there. And then, of course, you've got the main stage up here, which, again, they're getting ready for the Doom on Hydra tournament. Now, Trim, back over to you. Can you break down what we're about to see? You know,
yeah.
Multiplayer,
yep.
Free-for-all, how long, how many matches? What's the details?
Yeah, so we played around with the format a little bit. What we ended up with is the 4 finalists that are going to play here together. They were picked out from the semifinals, as someone called it. It's like the ranking round after the qualifier. People all over the world were able to participate, play against each other one-on-one. And the best people from that period, the 4 best, were flown in here to Vegas. It's actually the first time one of these guys is actually flying. It's really cool. Like, it's an amazing event for everyone.
Hold on.
Yeah.
this is someone's first time ever flying,
Yep.
and they're flying because they're coming to play Doom on Hydra for the Cardano ecosystem.
Oh yeah.
Is this the guy from Oklahoma with the big beard?
No. It's actually not. It's
Okay.
You'd be surprised. It's I have a good feeling about that guy. The guy who's come here.
So that I think might be the next thing. Can you maybe give us a little bit of background about each of the players and what did they do to qualify to get to this point?
So the actual semifinals, so the ranking round, everyone was sort of got into a Discord, and we had like a Discord bot doing the matchmaking. People were kind of readying up, getting matched together, and able to play. They played 15-minute matches, one-on-one, and the highest number of kills was sort of what gave you, sort of dictated the score effectively. People were able to play for about 10 days, and the one of these guys, he live streamed all of his matches because he was so used to getting accused of cheating. Like in Twitch, he was actually like live streaming most of his matches, and I saw some of them, and wow, these guys are next level.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. And then you have to tell the people about Fatality.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize how big of a legend he is, but for anybody else who doesn't know, from like the Doom world, like break that down.
Yeah, so Fatality is actually the reason why a lot of these guys are even here, because they saw him talk about it on streams and stuff, and they were just like, I'll check that out. So I believe, I can't remember how many world records he got, but I believe he was the first professional gamer that made a career out of gaming. And he started out with Doom, played Quake, Doom 3, he played a lot. So he's a legend. He's played a lot of games. He's, kind of pioneered making a career out of it. And then he's pivoted into sort of this esports event organizing that he's doing with Fu, who's like the main organizer for this.
Yeah, no, it's impressive. Again, that's what I love about this blockchain and crypto space. There's just so much opportunity, And my thing here is like, yes, there's the Cardano community, people like you, myself, Sin City Crypto, Charles, Adam, Sunday. But this taps into a brand new audience. People that maybe used to play Doom back in the day that haven't picked it up in a long time,
Yep.
But to be able to see this, again, I think it's a massive, massive win, not just for Cardano, but for you, man. Like I said, I'm proud of you.
I appreciate that.
Now, while I've got you here,
Yep.
we have to talk about Quantum Husky.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, what's the download?
So I'll give you a little bit of alpha. After this, you'd think, there's going to be champagne and we're in Vegas, so it's going to be a fun evening. We're going to go to a dinner, and then 7 a.m. I'm leaving the hotel tomorrow, so it's not going to be a long night. I'm going to Wyoming. We're going to have a Quantum Husky workshop.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You're going there first class, though.
I'm going there
in style. We'll just leave it at that. He's going there in style.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Yeah, so we're going to go there in style. We're going to visit the ranch. It's going to be a bunch of people. Husky's going to be there. We're going to have a lot of fun. And we're going to talk about Quantum Husky. We're going to have, workshop, figure everything out, how things going to work out. I've been spending, in addition to the Doom stuff, I've been spending about a month really digging into it. Talking to all of the people. I had a chat with the guy that makes the dish brains. It's bananas. It's really, really cool. What you can do with these things and how you can arrange them. Things you have to do some proof of concept for these. So I'm planning to do a little project to see how we can get the dish brains to work before we try and shove them into the game. The quantum stuff. There's just so that's the thing. You can't even describe this thing quickly. I mentioned in a tweet the other day, I tried to explain it in a sentence, and it's I recommend people going back and watching. Charles has a video called The 5 Pillars of the 21st Century. And it's nanotechnology, blockchain, AI, synthetic biology, and what's this last one? I always miss one. Anyway, it touches on 4 of the 5, right? So, yeah. Quantum computing? Did I mention that? Anyway.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, so it touches on 4 of the 5 pillars of the 21st century, which is insane. It's such a multidisciplinary project, all pulled together in like this non-Euclidean 4-dimensional game. And all of this is targeted towards meme coins. Like, it's going to benefit everyone that is into meme coins. Like, if you have, the big meme coins on Cardano and, other blockchains as well, you're going to be able to, like, be pulled into this, similar to how the Glacier drop is planned for midnight. So, I don't know. I don't want to, drop too many things before they're actually settled, but it's going to be sick. And, not many people know this. I don't think I've even mentioned this to Charles, but I actually, my undergrad thesis, because I have a master's degree in mathematics, and my undergrad thesis was actually in 4-dimensional geometry and non-Euclidean geometry. So, this is kind of my jam.
So someone asking if Charles is here.
Oh, yeah. He is.
Charles is definitely in the building. This is literally the finale.
Literally down there.
Can we see him from here?
Yep. If you switch the camera.
Yeah.
The thing.
Yep.
Hang on. Can I? Yeah, it's right there.
Is he in the stands?
Adam is talking to him. So Adam is wearing
the cowboy hat. Yeah. You can punch in. Yep.
Like with this?
Yep. So yeah, there you go. That's Charles down there, sipping his coffee there.
Yep.
And again, everyone's getting ready. We got JJ right there, his chief of staff.
And Charles's brother is even there.
Let me jump this back to us here.
Yeah.
But
So, I don't know. Well, no, I didn't know, but Charles has a brother. I met him. It's pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah. He's here. I saw him play Doom.
What's his name?
Can I share that? I don't know. I mean, it's probably public knowledge, but I don't know. I don't want to dox him.
Yeah. So we got to talk about Sneck.
Yeah, I heard about Sneck Kraken listing. Congratulations, guys.
Massive there for the Sneck team.
Yeah, just like full disclosure, I think I hold like 8 Sneck in total. It's
Nothing
like
wrong with that,
$0.04.
Nothing wrong with that. That's massive. I mean, I think it's the beginning, right? But my thing is there's always been talks about we need infrastructure. Now, if Kraken is listing them, I'm like, do we really need infrastructure? What's preventing Kraken now from listing Iagon, any other Cardano native asset now? You see what I'm saying from a technical perspective?
Yeah.
I'd love to hear what your thoughts are.
That's a really good question because it has such an interesting answer. Cardano has something that not a lot of other blockchains have, which is native assets, which means that if you integrate one asset, you effectively integrate all of them. So if you list Sneck, it's literally all of the same piping to list any other Cardano native token, including NFTs, really. Like, all of them are kind of, there's a slight difference with SIP68 tokens, but, not a big deal. So, yeah, like, one CNT, like, I think the thing that will prevent them from actually listing it is going to be volume, because that's what they care the most about. But technically, there's nothing preventing them.
And that's exactly what I said. I'm like, if they have the volume, they'll figure out a way to get it listed ASAP because they want the trading volume,
Yep.
But I'm extremely happy for Goofy and his entire team, man. They've been grinding,
Yeah.
At this point, I don't even classify them. I don't even classify them as a meme coin because they have actual products. Now, granted, that's how they started, but there's actual utility behind it, They got the drinks, they've got the burn, stake pools, Sneck.fun. Like, this team has been building. It's not just like your traditional meme coin where, like, they just launched, had some memes, and that was the end of the story. No, they built some products. And so to see them finally get the recognition that they deserve, I think is massive,
Yeah.
And for the longest, they kept asking, why doesn't the foundation or Emergo or IOG or whatever just, like, shout us out? But naturally, it came over time, So I'm excited for them. And I think Hosky could be next.
I don't know.
Not financial advice. Not financial advice.
I mean, like, at the end of the day, Hosky is worthless, right? So the only thing you can do with Hosky is like go into the Discord and spam it. Please do go into the Hosky Discord and spam it now, please. But anyway, it is. Yeah, I do think that this is kind of what is it, like the broken window approach, right? Where once you break the window, it's easy for other people to get in.
Yes.
So what this is, it's a win for the whole ecosystem. It's it's a win for Snack for sure, but it's also something that will benefit everyone. Because you know, the next time Kraken wants to list anything from Cardano, they have all of the piping laid. Like it's very easy for them to like get whatever the next token is, and the actual Cardano token, not you know, a multi-chain kind of, oh yeah, you know, we bridged over here and now we can list this thing instead. It's actual Cardano tokens, which is I'm really happy to see.
Yeah. So, thinking about 2025, Charles has mentioned making Cardano Peninsula again.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about that? You know, integrations, stable coins, bridges, DeFi, you know, what's got you most excited?
I don't know where to start. Like, there's so many things that I'm so excited about. Like, personally, Quantum Hosky, it's you know, living in my brain at the moment, rent-free. I've been spending a lot of time on that, but there's a lot of things, like the Bitcoin DeFi thing, you know, Sundial, Midgard, I cannot praise enough. Like, I'm really looking forward to Midgard.
Phil has been getting a lot of praise, man. Charles literally called him out by name down there earlier.
Yeah.
And then Midgard's on the horizon.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Oh, yeah.
For anybody who maybe doesn't understand the importance of something like Midgard, you know, can you break it down? You're obviously technical. Can you simplify that for the community? And also, before he goes on, please, 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 let us know if the audio is coming in clear. There's obviously a lot of background noise here. We just want to make sure you guys can hear us. And then number 2, share this out. We are about to see the finale. $100,000 on the line down there. We got 4 players playing free-for-all here in just a minute. So again, let us know if the audio is good, and then let us know if you guys can share this content out. Please, let's make some noise here for the Cardano ecosystem. Back over to you, Trim. Can you break down the importance of Midgard?
Or what it is?
Yep.
Yeah, so to take an analogy, because I like this. So if you're not from Cardano, Midgard is the optimistic rollup. So it's like Optimism or Base or any of these other Ethereum layer 2s. If you are sort of Cardano native, you might be more familiar with Hydra. So Hydra is actually a smart contract on chain that you use to put some assets in, to agree who's going to operate it, and then you pull that off into like a state channel. So it's like a thing that runs separate to the blockchain. And then while this blockchain is doing its own thing, and then at the end of it, you pull it back down and you can spread the tokens out at the end. Hydra is intended to be, you know, open, run for a little bit, and then close. Midgard is effectively like Hydra, but it's meant to be permanent. It's meant to be persistent, right? So it's a smart contract on the Cardano blockchain. You can move your tokens, your Cardano tokens, into Midgard, which is like a parallel chain that's just running all the time. And you can do stuff there. And it's intended to be, you know, sacrificing decentralization for speed, basically. You get the same security as you do on Cardano. And so you inherit the security, basically, which is great. You have the same smart contracts, the same, you know, protocols can deploy there, whatever. But it's just going to be a lot cheaper, a lot faster. And then, you know, every now and again, you can pull your stuff back to Cardano. Now, the way an optimistic rollup works is you request to pull stuff out, and then you have to wait for a little bit for that to be approved, or for someone to, like, you give people a little bit of a break to disprove it if something goes wrong. So if someone tries to, like, do a double spend or something that shouldn't be possible, you're able to prove that to make sure that the system as a whole is sort of valid. To get around that, there's probably going to be, you know, liquidity providers and stuff, so it's going to feel pretty instant, right? But yeah, it's going to be effectively like Cardano, but cheaper, faster. It's going to run sort of in parallel, and it's going to settle sort of all the time. It's going to send these proofs back to Cardano. So it's going to create persistent traffic back to the network, which I really, really like. It's going to use all of the same stuff, so, you know, anyone who's building on Midgard is going to be able to also deploy stuff on Cardano if they want. I could talk about this all night. There's so many good things that could come from this. And if you didn't know, in the last Catalyst Fund, we got a proposal approved that is an interoperability protocol between Midgard and other EUTXO-based layer 2s and Hydra, so that you can do, like, you know, between Hydra heads, you can do communication, or between a Hydra head and a Midgard sidechain. So the last thing to mention about Midgard, it's not a chain. it's a way to build chains. So Sundial is an example of another chain built with Midgard. The Midgard is the sort of chain building protocol. So Midgard, they're going to make their own chain as well. So there is probably going to be, I'm not sure if they're going to call it the same or if they're going to change the name. Like Optimism is both a layer 2 and the framework to build layer 2s. So we're going to do the same thing with Midgard. Well, they are going to be doing the same thing with Midgard. So Sundial is Sheldon Hunt, the Bitcoin DeFi thing, like they're trying to build the DeFi layer for Bitcoin with the Midgard framework. Really, really cool idea. I've been thinking about, maybe using Midgard for Quantum Husky, not making any commitments at all, but, I have looked at it. There are some, good and valid reasons to use it. So I'm really psyched about it. So
No, rightfully so. Rightfully so. Let's just maybe pivot back over here, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the show is getting close and closer. We've got Charles Hoskinson actually down there. He's calling some folks down there. He's in the crowd.
Yep.
They're getting ready.
He's been smooching some babies. He's been shaking some
Yeah,
hands.
it's almost time, baby. All right, Charles is making his way up on stage. I don't know where's he going now. It looks like he's going maybe towards the back.
He's all right. I'll show this. He's going into the VIP area.
There he is.
Over there on the little balcony thing there.
Yep. There's
little,
Charles all the way in the back there.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
He has his favorite drinks in the fridge.
Yeah.
We got some stuff up there. It's
All right.
pretty
It
neat
is
place.
almost time, baby.
USDN
It is almost time.
This is my call as well.
Yeah.
You have to,
You gotta run?
get stuff down. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got to let Trim go for now. But just want to say thank you, Trim. Thank you.
I'm so happy that you managed to get here. Like, on a very short notice. Mind you.
Yes, this has
Get
been
all
more
the
than worth it.
equipment set up. It's
This has been more than worth it to be able to come out here to enjoy the experience, to see this being done in real time. Is a massive step. Again, congrats to you, my man.
Thanks.
Wishing you all the best.
I appreciate the live stream as well because people were asking about it. For a bunch of reasons, we're not doing that. We're doing a proper production, so there's going to come out lots of videos and stuff. Don't worry about that. But it's not going to be live, so I really appreciate
No, anytime, man. And that's what I was trying to tell them. I'm like, this is just me on the ground running and gunning, but there will be official content coming out soon. Charles was on stage earlier. Trim, Sunday Swap, Pi was there. Adam, who else? Fu, and then of course Fatality was there as well. So basically everyone that's contributed to this is down there. Of course, we got the community. Thanking you, Trim, for all your hard work.
And Sebastian Nagel, he managed to be here. Like he's just came back from paternity leave. He has a baby at home. He was the one that made the Hydra protocol. If you don't know, like he wrote that thing. He managed to be here. I'm so happy that he managed to get here. It's a pretty far away, when you have a baby at home and stuff. But he managed to do it. So
well, Hydra and Doom on Hydra is his second baby. So
yes,
I'm sure that this is a big moment here for him as well.
Yeah. So before I jump off though, make sure to join the Husky Discord. Spam the D General channel all you can.
Thank you again, Trim.
Also tag Jay Crowbar.
There you go. Thank you, my man. I appreciate you as always.
Yep.
And make sure this boom.
There you go.
Just like there. That is it. Trim signing off. All right. Let's see here. We've got Ball Mastery asking what's going on with Sunday Swap. They actually released V3 not too long ago. I mean, they're doing relatively well, if I'm not mistaken. They've had a lot of liquidity pools launching on their platform, especially whenever there's a lot of meme coins. Splash Protocol has actually been on the rise as of late. They've been doing extremely well, and that's due to Snek.fun and the fact that all those tokens from Snek.fun automatically get their liquidity pools launched over there. And so, if I'm not mistaken, I'm actually going to pull up the stats here. Give me just a second here. But I want to say in terms of transaction volume that Splash might now be second. Let's see if TapTools has some of that information here for us. Again, we're live here in Vegas for anybody who's just tuning in now.
And it is time! HyperX Arena.
Hold on.
It's Hydra DOOM final tournament time. We've got the players. One of these
All right.
players is going to walk away.
The players are about to come in.
But let's learn a little bit more about it.
Let me know if you guys can hear. I'm just going to be quiet now, and hopefully you guys can hear from the sound in the actual building. But we've got the tournament kicking off. Now, right now, there's not a lot of background noise, so I'll just keep rolling here. But let me know if you guys can see. Hopefully, the audio is nice and clear. But this is the moment a lot of people have been waiting for.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, gather around because it's time to get down. And I've got one question for you, HyperX Arena.
There they go. Let's go. Let's go. It is time.
And wake up the neighbors. And it is time to get down like a crowd like Charlie Brown and turn those criminal crowds upside down.
Let's go. Woo.
Some seriously impressive tech has become an esports adventure circa 1993, but now we are playing for 2025 Cardano crypto. And let me welcome you to the 100K USDN Cardano Hydra DOOM Tournament Final.
Let's go.
50K will be given away today. And
$50,000 getting away.
In mythology, in a second, you cut off the head of a Hydra. 2 will grow back. And the only way to kill a Hydra is to cut out its heart. And that is why Cardano keeps growing, because you are its heart, the Cardano community. Give yourself a round of applause.
Let's go, Cardano community.
You have helped prove what many thought was impossible, to reach 1 million TPS, all while playing one of the greatest video games of all time, Doom. Who says gamers can't change the world? Well, the gamer to my right has helped change the gaming world for the better. Look, if you're using an oversized
All right, guys,
iPad,
if you guys can share this out, let's get as many people in here watching this live. Let's go.
World-class player with 12 championships in 5 different titles, including a world championship in Doom 3. He is legend, and I hope you're not lactose intolerant, because this involves dairy. I call him the Michael Jordan of gaming. His girlfriend calls him Jonathan. But the world knows him as the one and only Fatality.
Let's go.
This guy right here.
They've even got a broadcaster.
Look, what started out as just a pie in the sky, we're going to show this tech off, is now become an esports tournament. Here we are in Las Vegas at the beautiful HyperX Arena in the lovely and luxurious Luxor Hotel. And we're about to play Doom. And you have been playing Doom for how many years now, my friend?
I think I started playing like 93, 94, maybe 94.
Okay, so this guy right there on the screen, he flew in from Oklahoma. That gentleman right there with the big beard. He mentioned that he just picked up playing Doom a couple of months ago when the tournament was announced. And look where he's at now, sitting here at the finale. Crazy.
Well, here's the thing. What do our players need to watch out for? Look, you've been inside and outside of the stadium. You've been hit the tournament qualified. And you've been able to talk to the players. What is the feel out there on the streets with the kids?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're all very excited about playing in a tournament. Being a free-for-all tournament, it brings a lot of chaos into the game. I think these guys are all going to be trying to find the weapon that, is most powerful.
For Brochetta, if you're just tuning in here, this is crypto-based. They're playing Doom, which is a classic, using Cardano technology, Hydra, a scaling solution using state channels. So this is, yes, it's gaming, but in addition to that, it's bringing, or at least merging, incorporating Hydra, the technology here from Cardano.
He loves that good.
It's going to be pretty hard to get the BFG. I mean, if someone does get it, it's going to be a pretty monumental moment, because you do have to go to a secret area, unlock the platform.
Let me know if you guys are able to hear the sportscasters or the broadcasters.
But also, don't forget their plasma ammo is very important. That is the ammo for the BFG, and also plasma, 2 of those powerful guns.
And if you don't know what it looks like a car battery, kids. Don't be scared to pick it up. It will not bite. Well, not you, but the other players definitely will not appreciate it. Make sure you're ammoed up and ready to rock and roll. Here's the thing. What's the biggest thing that these players have to overcome? We're playing a game that's technically 32 years old, even though Hydra Doom is a new incarnation of that game. At the heart of it, it's a game that we've been playing for 32 years.
I mean, I think in free for all, it's about getting the most powerful weapon if you can get it. You have to keep moving at all times because the guy can't take you out so easily. But you got to stay in the mix. It's not a game of like camping or like playing it slow. If you play it slow, you're probably going to die in a quarter. So I think you have to find a weapon and just get some kills and don't kill yourself.
Yeah, well, that's the big part. Don't kill yourself. If you got a rocket launcher, don't shoot it into the corner that you're standing at. Please, don't do that. You will not be happy with it. You're trying to win and have fun, and the way to win is to I know, pro tip right there. That's a more you know moment between just me and, of course, you. Now, through all of your experience, you've traveled the world playing video games. Man, now we bring it home to Las Vegas, and these four kids right now, well, I call them kids because
You got it, Bruschetta. They're playing Doom on Cardano. You got John Dusa in the house. Welcome in, John.
Coming into a competition.
I think, you know, when you go to a tournament, you kind of know, like, what's going to happen and what the game is, right? And you kind of have a game plan. I think with them changing to the free-for-all mode, we have a 4-player free-for-all, has definitely changed the game a lot. But, you know, I think they're all very lucky or very honored to be here and competing for this big prize. And I think you will hear a lot of that from the players when we're talking about the match.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, word up to the team over at Cardano, IOC, and all the great developers that made this happen. It is amazing to watch. I watched the qualifiers. I watched you compete in the qualifiers. What did you end up with? 226 kills or something along those lines?
Much more than that.
Much more than that. He's modest too, but somebody has to be tall, dark, handsome, and modest in this booth. And I'm not going to cover it today. It's all you, my friend.
So like in the round 1 qualifier, I think I got.
Thank you for the consideration there, Ball, when it comes to staking. I did have an ISPO partnership with 3 separate platforms. Now those have all concluded. So at this point, you just be earning your traditional ADA rewards. But either way, I appreciate just even the considerations for delegating with the DAP Central Stake Pool. That means a lot. Thank you.
I got a chance to talk to each one of them. They're amazing players that have been a part of the Cardano scene, part of my scene, part of just esports overall. And to hear their journey on the way here is really exciting. I'm really looking forward to them competing here for this prize.
Well, what I'm really excited about is we have a true international field on the stage today. Yep. We've got 2 players from right here in the States, but we've got one from our woodsy neighbors to the north. Matthew is from Canada, and we also have somebody coming all the way from Poland to be here today. That's dope, man. All the way from across the pond, making the way in the world today. It's going to take everything you got to get that 50K. But I know.
Thank you, Ball. I appreciate you very much.
Earlier, I said, who's going to win? Everybody pointed to your guy. Your guy who said he started getting into this tournament because you
Thank you there, too, for the backup there.
But they all pointed to him and said he's going to win. Do you think that's just a little bit of a trolling, a little bit of getting into their competitors' heads?
I mean, I think, you know, people know that, you know, if you play genre like this.
I'm really loving the production here, man. They have not cut any corners.
That game that they play, Quake or Doom or other games of deathmatch standard. But, you know, some of these guys come from, like, VR esports. Some guys come from Counter-Strike. Come from different games. But I think the players that we're talking about is Consensus. And, you know, he came from my Discord channel and basically was found on a tournament, started playing it, and he's been racking up the kills and all the way here to be here at this final today.
And I talked about our main man coming all the way from Poland. His name is Vince. He's in the house. We also, the man with the big beard up there on stage, he's Wooly Man. He's hailing from Oklahoma. I'll call him because I know Oklahoma.
Ada Data. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense there. Ada Data.
And John Consensus, we talked about, he's here because he's a fan of Fatality. And our
so now, Hard asking a great question. What's the purpose of this? Yeah, this is essentially a massive marketing effort, right? Where we've shown that we can scale Cardano all the way up to 1 million transactions per second, where a lot of people have funded Cardano for not only the decentralization of the community, but people have always funded Cardano for the throughput, the scalability. And so this is a use case or a demo, right, that not only showcases the power of Cardano, it also does it while showing, or at least using something that everybody can relate to, which is the Doom game.
I didn't know where this was going to end at. I just kind of like hopped on.
Charles Token asking how many people are here. Let me see if I can give you guys a nice little pan shot. Give me 1 second.
Viva Las Vegas, playing for some real money, you know?
Yeah, I think it's pretty amazing to be for 25K right now today for first place. And that's some serious cheddar. I know one of the players is actually going to buy a car. I think it was Q second that said he's like, I want to buy a car with this money. So,
well, you're not
all right, so I'm going to show you guys the venue real quick.
Sure. You can probably get yourself an escort as well. And I meant the car. Anyways.
So there's a bar up here at the top.
Look, the players look locked in. And this is the way you got.
There's some games down there, some PCs. And we got the main stage up here.
Practice.
And we just got back from a break, so some of these seats down here are a little empty, but on the left-hand side there, you've got some additional seats. And then you've got the broadcasters all the way up there on the top left-hand side.
They practice and train and sparred against different people in their different regions, and they're the top 4 players that came out of that environment. And you're going to see some really high-level gameplay from all 4 of them, and I think this will be very exciting to see who gets the most powerful weapon first.
Yeah, this is about to be big.
Well, here's the deal with this map, by the way. This map was created by the Hydra DOOM community. You were able to go in and make changes to this map. And this is the map that everybody qualified on. It has not changed. I've been told that it has remained basically the same. And now this is just going to be a chaotic free-for-all.
So right now, I'm not sure, are they live right now, or are they... No, it's just warm up. This is practice.
This is just practice.
So this looks like it's practice, a practice round.
We're talking about practice, not the game. We're talking about practice. Okay.
The thing is, like, at this moment, there is some valuable information to be.
And I might punch in a little bit on the camera so we can actually view the gameplay a little bit better. Give me 1 second.
At the same time, when you play 1v1, you have a lot more time to prepare for the fight, to enter the fight correctly. But when you're playing against 3 other people that are running around the map, you're like, maybe I want to hold this position. Maybe they'll fly by this area. Maybe I'll just hold out here. So playing position and getting these powerful weapons. He's looking at the rocket launcher here, and this could be a very good weapon to kind of throw rockets down long hallways and so forth, and try to get some big kills on a group of people. Instead of just killing 1, you might get 2, you might get 3. That would be insane.
All right, so we are into the gameplay now. Practice is over. This is where it counts. Hey, by the way, if you're looking for kills,
all right,
you're looking under vintage.
Gameplay's officially started.
That is going to be where you're going to find your shield and stake. That's your health, okay? Ammo, that speaks for itself. That's everything you need to know right there as far as what you're looking at on the screen. And of course, we do have Trim looking back at us with those green glasses. In the
Jason, I appreciate you, my man. We made it through the bear. It's time to celebrate during the bowl now, my friend.
Neither does the shotgun and all these weapons. So the weapon that was picked up least.
He asking about Halo. I mean, I think it's possible. I think it is very possible that we could do something just like this, but with Halo. There's been talks about other games, Legend of Zelda. You know? So yeah, I think that this is just again the very beginning. But I think the reason why they picked Doom specifically is because Doom is it's open source, if I'm not mistaken, and you can mod it, right? So it comes with everything out of the box in order to mod the actual game. All right, we got someone just got killed.
So basically, when the explosion happens, that is when the kill will happen. So you just have to make sure.
Looks like it's one-on-one right now. 2 people are out.
Well, and that's why I love this gun, because for guys like me who can't aim to save their life, this gun doesn't take any aim, it just takes lives.
Elysian. So there is a production crew out here. They aren't live streaming, so typically IOG and their media team shows up at these events. But this is actually hosted by a different blockchain platform called Blockchain PR and MetaChain 1. So they're actually doing all the recording, and they're going to be handing over the data drive with all of the production-grade footage to IOG here after the event. So myself as a creator, I just took it upon myself to actually fly out here to get the content. But do definitely keep in mind that IOG will be sharing some of this content in just a minute.
Kill with kindness, please, or kill him with a gun. But somebody's going to try to get a kill with a mouse. Can you get a kill with a mouse?
Yes, you definitely can. I think it's like 1 or 2 punches and the guy goes down. I didn't use this too much in 1v1 because most time I already had a gun. And last time someone brought a gun to a knife fight, the guy with the gun won.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited to see how this continues to play out and if that power up becomes like a thing to use. But I don't really see it being like a major weapon that everyone.
And we've got rockets spurting out red glare all over the map. Now the rocket, you know, it's not like the DFG. You gotta kind of aim it a little bit, and you gotta make sure you don't kill yourself while using it. But it is another weapon that does create a little bit of area damage.
That was an awesome move. So
Yeah.
he knew that guy was actually going to go and block the BFG, and he was like, "Oh, I'm not going to shoot him. I'll just wait." And then basically the lever comes down, he steals the BFG, and it ends up getting the kill.
Well, right now we've got like Cypress Hill. He's got his hand on the pump. This pump shotgun, it's not good.
Thank you,
It's
S. I
not a good
appreciate you
weapon.
guys, man. It means a
I
lot.
just feel like it doesn't have the capabilities that double barrel shotgun has.
Oh, the double barrel is insane. That was the best gun they added to Doom 2. Doom 1 only had a single barrel, and then with Doom 2 guns, like, oh, it's a double barrel now. So it was a really fun gun to shoot because you can really just one-shot people sometimes, and so definitely a very powerful weapon.
Yeah, I watched you shoot a couple people through the head. All right, there's your pig right now. See, what your pig is going to do is it's going to put 100 shield, and I just need you to know that pig has a name. Its name is Nike. Now, not like the shoe, because at Cardano, we know we only wear the best, and the best is New Balance. But this is the god of victory, Nike, who is mostly part of Zeus and Athena's crowd. I did some research, okay? That's Greek mythology 101 for you. Take my class. Professor Summit is in the house.
He actually educated me on that. Actually,
All
I
right.
didn't know the pig was called Nike. I was asking the question on the live stream, and he's like,
So I'm not sure what's going on at the moment.
The pig's name is Nike.
Looks like the players are
Fingers
taking a
crossed.
break,
That's
but
what
while they
everybody's
do that,
saying.
again,
The
if you guys
god
can,
of
please
victory. We'll find
share
out
this
who
out.
will
I
be
definitely do
victorious
appreciate it.
today.
Thank you all for tuning in here. This is live from Vegas at the C Play Summit, sponsored or presented by IOG or Input Output Global. We've got Charles Hoskinson here in the house, his chief of staff. We got the team from USDM Room and Netta in the house here as well. If you guys aren't aware, as soon as this tournament wraps up, given the fact that they're going to be distributing the funds using USDM, there's actually a smart contract here in place, and that's going to execute, and it's going to give the winner right their amount here as soon as the tournament ends. So yes, they're still going to get the paper checks, but that's the point of blockchain here, right? Smart contracts all in place to take advantage of this.
It used to take like a half an hour just to be able to get comms with your friends when you first started playing. For me, it was Modern Warfare 2, where I went, oh man, multiplayer's insane.
I mean, I played in many tournaments, where, things happen and so forth. But this is kind of the thing where it happens, but they fix it and make it right, and that's why we have referees in esports. That's why we have everything set up.
Thank you, John. I appreciate you very much, man.
How far esports have come, because now you go to tournaments and can't bring your equipment to the high profile tournaments. You have to actually get approved mouse, approved keyboard, approved products all the time to play in the tournaments. They kind of hold.
All right, looks like they're getting ready for another round here.
For when it's game time.
Gaming computers shouldn't have any peripherals. You should be able to stick a fire, stick some flash drive.
We always did. I mean, like when we played Quake and so forth, I would run around with the USB drive all the time. And it was like on my keychain.
Thank you there for the compliment, John. I appreciate it. You know what's funny, when you speak for a living into the camera, after a while you just get better at it, right? So it's just a matter of practice making perfect. That's all it is.
Well, and you know what? You've got to get as close to the experience at home when you're in the tournament, so that you don't feel out of place. I mean, part of being under the lights and on the stage, it changes the whole trajectory of your gameplay. When you've got a crowd in front of you, you've got the lights beating down on your face, and you've got to make these split-second decisions. How much harder is it to actually play in an arena environment?
I mean, I think if you come prepared, I was always very superstitious. Like I'd always cross my ankles when I played. I had my legs not crossed. I would bounce my knee. If I'm bouncing my knee, my hand is moving. So I was trying to find everything possible that I could play at my full potential. And so I'm sure these guys all have probably a little trick or what they like to do.
So this is the guy here from Oklahoma,
yeah, some of my tricks were just crossing my
who literally
ankles,
just started playing Doom about 2 or 3 months ago, and he's now here at the finale.
I got of course.
Hold on a second.
I have a Q-tips, so I was cleaning my mouse like crazy. I was nuts. I had.
All right, looks like they might be resetting something here.
Mouse and make sure everything was perfect. But I come from the mouse days when we had all mouse.
Oh, yeah. How'd you guys even use that to play?
No, it was something.
And John, I did get to interview Charles earlier. However, due to time restraints, I didn't get the opportunity to ask about the mission in Africa. Now, JJ, his chief of staff, did say that he's going to try to hook me up with a little bit of Charles's time once he goes back over to Colorado. So stay tuned. I'll do my best to try to get to that interview here. But John, your support doesn't go unnoticed. I literally see each and every one of your comments.
To not have crosshairs, not have something directly.
I see a lot of interesting comments here that I'm just not going to talk about.
Most of the weapons are kind of like right through the front of the screen, so you kind of know.
Brochetta, yes.
Also in Doom.
This has actually been. This was released in Rare Evo, and this is the second or third time they demoed it. They took it to Token 2049 in Singapore. They brought over to Rare Evo, and I want to say there's one other crypto conference that they took it to. But of course, we're now back here in Vegas for the finale.
But what I really was amazed by is like choosing on the mouse, do I go inverted or regular? And so I played Microsoft Flight Simulator. So I had a joystick, so I pulled back. Right. So when I pulled the mouse back, I actually looked up. So I used it inverted. But that's just how my brain was wired, was to do it opposite of up and down, and it turned out to be a pretty good choice.
Yeah, no, it actually worked out for you pretty well, I would have to say. Now, our good friend Woolly Man here, first of all, his favorite gun.
We got Lord in the house, man. Welcome in, Lord. We definitely are live here from Vegas. I'm not sure that we've got a leaderboard up yet. That definitely would be helpful, though, to be able to gauge who is in what position.
64 games of all time. He loved it because it was his first mature game.
Yeah, Ada Data. This set is extremely sick. I wish I could show you all of the other computers that are actually down there. So you're looking at the main set, but let me see if I can actually get a shot of them. So over here on the left-hand side,
he played in the UK, took second in both of those.
They've got a bunch of other computer stations down there. And then if I zoom out a little bit, and then go on the other side, they've also got some more PCs down there and some gaming stations too. So, I mean, this place is literally rigged for gamers. Very, very nice venue to say the least here.
It's fast and deadly.
The lightning bolt.
Yeah, that's what it says. That's what my notes say. I think he means plasma.
Oh, the plasma gun.
I think so.
The plasma gun is actually really good. So let me explain why the plasma gun is so good. It shoots really fast and a ton of damage, but also when it hits your opponent, it makes your screen go red. And so when it goes red, you get kind of disoriented. And basically.
Thank you there, Lord, for the support, man. I appreciate you, man. Remember the early days, back in the Mel Discord, back when I had 100 subscribers. And so, yeah, now to be able to cross 20K has been a massive milestone. I cannot thank you enough. I appreciate you all so much.
And our
Again,
friends
thank
from
you.
the North, Cubicle Shine, their favorite gun.
So Dennis asking about how many people are playing online. Dennis, they've actually taken down the online portion of the tournament now. So I want to say it was from December 3rd to December 7th or 8th. It was the qualifiers, and that was when anybody could have jumped on and actually played Doom on Hydra. Since then, that's concluded, of course. And so that was sort of the early stages, the qualifiers, and based off of that, they've got the 4 people that we see here now on stage who are now battling for that $100,000.
Let that chaos ensue very, very shortly. All right, before we get to it, if there's one movement tip that you could give to our players, what would it be?
So the movement in the game, I mean, I'm a mouse and keyboard guy, so WSD. So in the game, you shift to run really fast. And there's also a little movement with the mouse, so if you move forward and over there backward, it'll actually move your body in that direction.
We've got Elysian
But I think the biggest
asking about the top gaming projects here on Cardano.
High speed.
So I actually got Josh from Cornucopias here, Late Game Crypto. He's in the building. They've actually got a computer set up downstairs there as well. And then today, at this actual event, there's a gaming project called Ascent Rivals, who's just mentioned that they're going to be integrating and moving into the Cardano ecosystem. But there's Chains of War, They're a solid builder here on Cardano. Again, Cornucopia has been one that I've definitely kept up with very closely here.
And I'm so glad that
And I want to say Pavia, I don't know if they got acquired by anybody, but at one point they were building. They announced that, hey, they were going to have some sort of merger acquisition. And I haven't kept up with the project since then, but I'll try to follow back up and see what's going on there with that. Yeah, we've got Dennis here in agreement. Cornucopias, I think, is by far the top gaming platform right now here in Cardano.
Yeah, I mean, if you go back.
And then Thug Nasty, asking about my flight here, Thug. I appreciate that. I left my state around 3 or 4 in the morning, and yeah, made it here relatively early, set up around 10 o'clock-ish, but everything was good. I'm going to be heading back home tomorrow morning. There's a dinner here with a lot of the Cardano community taking place, and of course, again, Charles is here in the neighborhood, so probably try to hang out, catch a little bit of his time here, and as I mentioned, try to get some of this content processed ASAP.
All right. Who's Charles in charge? Well, you are today. Because somebody's Tony Danza.
They've just jumped back in for another round.
The only boss here is the one with the BFG right now. We've got a plasma gun showing you exactly why it is so useful, because you can just spam a lot with that bad boy.
Yeah, so right now he has 0 ammo, so he's looking down here to get the ammo slot right here.
So Ball asking about these stake pools. So in terms of rewards, the smaller stake pool right now is still getting up and running. And so you may not get as many blocks there, but there's also not as many delegators in that particular pool. With the bigger pool, it's minting blocks consistently. However, there's over 2,000 delegators in that particular pool now, right? So honestly, if you do the math, it's probably going to come out to around the same thing. You might maybe get, a couple of ADA here or there difference. But generally speaking, there shouldn't be too much of a big difference there between either of the two stake pools. Again, thank you for the consideration there, Ball.
All right, we've got chaos ensuing down here at the bottom.
Lord confirming. Yeah, Paima Studios, I believe founded by DC Spark. They're also building a lot of games. Tarachi, I think, is one of them. It's sort of like a oh, hold on, guys. Hold on. We've got a special guest in the house. Hold on. Let me make some room. Hold on. I got to get you mic'd up, Charles. Let's go. I literally just had the damn mic. There it is. All right. I can clip it on you?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. We've got Charles in the house, man.
How's everybody doing?
Scoot on in, man. Scoot on in.
No, we can sit together.
Perfect.
There we go.
Wow.
All right, we live streaming the event, right?
We're live streaming right now, man.
We're at 1,300. Cool.
Yeah. No, they can hear you loud and clear. If you guys have any questions, I mean, Charles has literally just popped up. Thank you so much, Chelsea. You're highly appreciated.
Oh yeah, she dragged me on over. Yeah.
So,
all right. So I missed the first part of the game. Who's in the lead right now?
That's a great question. I want to say it's the gentleman down there with the big beard, man. And that was one thing that we were wondering. We need a leaderboard here so we can keep up with what's going on.
These dudes are so fast.
Yeah.
Whoa. Look at this. Oh, there's my Blackhawk up there.
This is awesome, guys. I did not expect this. Charles literally just pulled up here. We've got one asking, when Rogan?
When Rogan? So our guys actually ran into Joe Rogan at the presidential inauguration. They were at the ball together. That was a crazy event. Mike Tyson was with Jake Paul, and there's a video like Jake Paul giving Mike Tyson a fucking piggyback ride and all this stuff. That was great.
That is awesome.
But Rogan knows who we are. I keep saying like Rogan after Gogan or something like that. Yeah, we'll definitely get something set up with him.
Rogan after Voltaire.
Yeah, Rogan after Voltaire. Well, remember, Rogan after Gogan is an unbounded period of time, right?
That's true. Yeah, that's true. So, Charles, what's been your biggest highlight here, man?
It's just so cool to see all the people together. These micro events are so powerful because maybe there's 200 people, 300 people. They're not very expensive to do, but you just bring everybody together and you just have some fun. You have the checkpoint with everything, And then everybody gets to see each other. They get to say, hey, what you working on? And then also, this is a technological marvel, Hydra Doom. They had to solve so many problems to get this working at this level. You're talking about, look how fast those guys are moving. And that's running on blockchain infrastructure. Every transaction, every frame is a transaction. Think about that. You don't see this type of latency on Solana or Sui or Bitcoin or any of these guys. This is as fast as humanly possible.
It's impressive.
Yeah, it's so cool.
So for a lot of people, and I had questions about this earlier, they were wondering, why Doom? Why not Halo? Why not any other game? Any thoughts about that?
Well, first off, we're all getting kind of old, and so we grew up with Doom. That was our thing. And Doom is like the OG of OGs for games. And also, there's kind of like, does it run Doom? People got Doom running on a toothbrushes and pregnancy tests and all kinds of crazy shit. So there's a legacy there of getting Doom to run in odd things. And Doom is also a game that's so small, it can comfortably fit in the browser, it can comfortably fit on a phone, it can fit on pretty much anything. And nobody cares about the code for it, so it was very easy to take up and modify and mess with. Like, we rewrote parts of the network, we created a custom map here. We were able to do all these custom assets. These are custom guns, all these things. You can't really do that with, Call of Duty or any of these
Halo,
other things.
Yeah.
And it has that brand name. Everybody remembers it fondly. If you talk to anybody who was a child of the 90s, they played Doom.
Yeah. What's interesting is the gentleman on the left-hand side there. When I saw him, I thought, okay, maybe he's been playing Doom forever, because he's here at the finale. He mentioned he just literally picked it up when he heard about Doom on Hydra. And so for me, it was mind-boggling that he's here at the finale, and he literally just picked this up a couple of months ago.
Yeah. Oh, my Lord. And that's the fun part about it. It's such a simple game. Part of the success of Doom was that Doom is so easy to learn, so easy to play, so easy to work with. And so it's such a simple game for people to pick up within 20 minutes. You're productive. In other games, they require a little bit more play time. So I really enjoyed that. And it's been a great community event. It's been great to bring all the DeFi projects together and NFT projects together and kind of get them here.
Yes, no, I completely agree.
What do you think of the event so far?
I mean, this has been a blast. It's been, I think, an opportunity to finally be able to showcase what Cardano's been able to do. My thing is getting this to people in a way that they can understand, and I think they can finally understand this. It took a long time, because again, we kept getting mocked. Cardano can't do this, Cardano can't do that, and I think this finally puts it in perspective. And not just that, this is entertaining to watch.
Who do you think's going to win?
That's a great question, man. I would be lying to you, Charles, if I told you I had any clue. Who do you think's going to win?
I don't know, man. These guys are all scary good.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I used to play League of Legends, and I thought I was pretty good, but then you'd have these kids from Korea, and they were just like insanely good. I was bidding against a Kassadin, and I was just dominated, and it was pathetic. And I felt like my man had been taken from me. I just like silently sat in my bed and said, "All right, I'm never doing this again. I'm never playing this competitively again because these guys are so good."
Yeah, they take things to another level.
Yeah,
they take things to another level. Now, Charles, you know that while I've got you here, the community is going to be asking a lot of questions here.
Right.
Anything that maybe stands out to you, right? There's questions about USDA, which is just recently launched. There's questions about wallet support.
Right.
Go ahead. USDC, USDT. I mean, pick your topic.
Yeah. Well, stable coins are coming. We got the USDM team here, and we had a chance to talk to Andrew and Jillian and the others. And we're real excited to work with them. We're going to find a way to make that happen. And we're good friends with the USDA guys. They're great guys as well. And I'm a big believer in Cardano stablecoins. I think we need to invest as an ecosystem in it, and we need to put our money where our mouth is. We need to get some of the ADA there. So that's an all of the above strategy, though. You got to get great wallet support. You got to get great DeFi dApp support. You got to make it easy for retail to mint and redeem, so you can get a lot of float there. And then also we got to figure out a way to share that yield product a little bit on it. And I think a dual token strategy makes sense, and some people are exploring that. So overall, I'm a big believer in just talking the book and getting the ecosystem together. So we'll figure it out, and I think we can get USDM to be a multi-chain asset, do Midnight, do Bitcoin. A lot of moving pieces to that, but it's our best antidote to kind of diversify so that Circle doesn't have us over a barrel and have the ecosystem over a barrel. In terms of other things, I'm real excited about Oracles. We made contact with Chainlink. We're starting to rebuild that relationship. We'll find a way to get an integration done. We had to go talk to Sergey over the presidential ball. We did. JJ did a good job. We got the thumbs up. So hey, JJ, come on in, JJ. Hey.
No. You want to come
Central?
Yeah, come on in,
Come
JJ.
on in,
Come on in.
We got another mic for
my
JJ.
name mentioned.
I've got two, but no, here you go.
Here you
What's
go,
up?
here you go.
Hello,
Here.
Cardano.
Yeah,
Please. Hold on.
All right.
Hello, Dap Central.
So JJ was just at Trump's inauguration.
Yeah, tell them all about it. Tell
give
them all
us the
about it.
first-hand experience.
Give
Come
us
on,
the lowdown.
Have a seat.
Well, it started with the crypto ball. We saw everybody. I saw a lot of Ada whales. They didn't even know about governance, so we learned. We told them all about the age of Voltaire and everything that's going on. They're very excited. So there was a big update on the roadmap. They were very excited to know that we had delivered on the roadmap, thanks to the leadership of Charles here and IO and a bunch of outside contributors. So Crypto Ball was very successful. Made a lot of contacts. We saw a bunch of folks at there was a reception at the National Gallery. So all the cabinet was there. It was a cabinet reception, and folks are very interested in crypto. Obviously, folks are very excited.
Right.
And and then followed up by the inauguration of the
Whoa,
Starlight
whoa,
Ball.
hold up.
Go ahead.
At
go
the
ahead.
ball,
Yes,
did you see Jake Paul carrying Mike Tyson?
I did. He lifted him up.
Okay.
And it was like thousands of people that were watching him, and I was like, oh, this is the perfect time to go to the bar. Perfect. Wonderful. Great timing, folks. So, yeah, it was great. Oh, wow. Guys, the energy here is crazy.
Oh, all right. Who won?
I've got no clue. Thank you there for the cameo, JJ. We definitely do appreciate that. I lost my magnet. I'll pick that up here in a second, but let's see here.
Yeah, you know I got people in my DMs. I can't say their names, but you know I got them.
Yeah.
Guys, this is our time. This is our people. We know everybody. We call them. We talk to them.
Oh, this is awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
I'll do a little something because I like Vic. I'm gonna show you a little something. You can't read it, but you know who that is.
Hey, wow.
Okay. That's Trump.
Hold on, guys.
Yeah. He called him.
Wow.
Yeah. So we connected. Okay. We're not gonna say who that was.
No,
But we
Charles
connected.
is making some power moves, guys. I just saw that with my own eyes, so I can definitely vouch. Thank you for sharing that with me, Charles. That is awesome.
Yeah.
When I tell you, Charles, I didn't expect this. I was just streaming, and you just literally dropped in and like, that means a lot.
Yeah.
Not many founders are doing what you just did, and that's what I appreciate about you. You engage with the community. It's not just here.
Your family, though, man. You know, you've
Thank
been here forever, and people love you, and you got a great show, and we all watch it, we all listen to it. It's just so fun to have you here, you know.
Thank you. That means a lot, Charles.
Yeah.
That means a lot.
All right, we got to bring in another OG. Come on, Adam.
All right, we got Adam
We
Dean.
got Mr. Adam Dean. This is the man that made it all happen. Yeah.
This guy.
I made something happen. I don't know what I made happen, but
There you go.
Well,
So, how did you get here, Adam? Hydra Doom.
well, I drove here actually for Eid. My
Uh-huh.
house is not far away. But we just watched the first match, right? The first complete match of the Hydra Doom finale. Look at these guys, steely-eyed, dead inside. They're just gamers waiting to game.
Woo. Let me actually let the crowd see. So yeah, we just got that cameo from Charles, man.
Yeah.
That was awesome, man. I didn't expect any of that. Literally, he just pulled up on us here. I'm looking for a magnet.
All right,
I lost
Fareed's
my
off
magnet.
looking for something. Christopher Perez in the chat says we need a Doom tournament with celebrities like Elon versus Zuck. How do we make that happen?
That's a great question, man.
I
You're gonna have to bribe him with something. We've got Ada Data, Adam Dean the legend.
Yep.
Adam is my hero coming in from Julio.
all right. Love you too, Julio.
So how's the experience been here the last couple of days? You were here setting up.
Stressful, not a lot of sleep, and a lot of alcohol is how we've managed
How
to
you managed to get through
it
the
all.
day.
Yeah. So.
No, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. With SIP number 1694 coming online, what are your thoughts about governance now, man? It took a while, but we're finally here.
It took a while, but Cardano's coming into its own, man. Like 2025 is the year of the SNEC. The Plomin hard fork is about to happen on 1/29/2025, which is also Chinese New Year. And we have Kraken announcing a T1 a T1 Sex announcing Cardano native asset support.
At just the right time.
Does it get any better right now for Cardano native assets than where we are?
I personally don't think so. But what I do look forward to is just the additional listing of additional assets, right? So now that we've got Kraken out the way, hopefully it makes it easier for other assets to get listed.
Every avalanche starts with a single snowball rolling down a hill, right? So
that is true. That is very true.
So Snek is leading the way, but yeah, we're back into action here. Match number 2 of this Hydra Doom finale out of 3, right? 3 matches of 10 minutes each.
Okay, so this is match number 2 now.
This is match number 2.
Who's in the lead? You got to give us an update because I'm struggling to figure out who's actually in the lead.
I have zero idea who's in the lead right now. My job was the single player games, and I got those working as of 12 a.m. or 12 p.m. this morning. The doors opened at 12:30. So we've got 4 players that are all actively killing themselves in Doom. And I have no idea who's winning. And Fareed is still looking for something on the ground. I don't know what's going on.
It's the magnet for the.
This is the weirdest DAP Central interview I've ever done.
Yeah, no, I do apologize, guys. Adam's gonna have to hold me over here through the stream.
Right, I'm carrying the stream. It's all right.
Please carry the stream for a little bit. I just gotta find these magnets so I can clip these on my shoulder. Otherwise, I've got to use the handheld mic.
Charles has been known to steal magnets before,
yeah,
so like
I think that's what might have just happened. I got jacked by Charles.
So, oh, we had a self kill. Okay, we have a self kill. We have a -1 on the screen. But how does one play this? So we don't have a publicly playable version of Hydra Doom just yet.
No.
We are working on having that available very soon.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Maybe a 5 a.m. bender tonight celebrating, depending on how many TPS we actually hit.
That is my memory card reader.
All right, so you found a memory card reader, but not a magnet yet.
And I lost both of them.
Yeah, so what we're actually doing here is like actually the worst possible way that you could use Hydra. Because you would never actually validate every single frame of a game that you're playing. So what you're seeing, and we're doing it as a tech demo, right? And so like that's why we're doing this, but there's still actual real money on the line here. So
round 1, it somehow was inside my pants.
Okay, well, there you go. The magnet was in his pants the entire time.
Let's flip this back here. All right. So what was the biggest challenge here for you guys setting this up? Because I know you guys were struggling earlier today. What was going on?
So I was trying to use a little system that we're familiar with in the Cardano ecosystem called Nix.
Mm-hmm.
And the entire idea behind Nix is that you set it up and it works on one machine and you can take it and it works on every other machine. So I had a brand new install of this brand new custom campaign on my laptop that worked last night in my hotel room. And I'm like, okay, that's great. I'm going to bring it down to the arena today. I'm going to install it. And these guys are going to be good to go. Oh. Didn't work. Nix didn't work. Nix failed me. So, yeah, so we were debugging why Nix wasn't working live in the arena right up until the doors opened earlier today. So
now there's a couple of really good questions. Number 1, is this on the mainnet, what we're seeing right now?
Okay,
and then
so
number 2, how many TPS?
Okay, so what we're seeing right now is each one of these players is 35 transactions per second, right? Because there's 35 frames per second in traditional 1993 Doom. So whatever 35 times 4 is, which should be 70 times 2, which is about 140 transactions per second happening right now. And is it on mainnet? Yes. So we locked up 50,000 USDM tokens in a smart contract on Cardano mainnet earlier
That's what
today.
I was trying to explain earlier. I'm like, these guys didn't cut any corners. You guys have done this the
So,
Cardano way.
You're going to see later on in this entire event a whole video explaining how this works, but we'll give a little alpha for the DApp Central watchers because that's how we do, right, on Cardano. So the USDM is locked up in a smart contract on the L1, and what happened is when we deposited it, we minted an NFT that needs to be used to claim that prize money. And so those 4 NFTs are inside of this Hydra head, also on mainnet, while these guys are going at 140 transactions per second right now. We're up to 11 kills. Oh, there's 3 guys chasing each other. Like, shit's going down in Hydra Doom Town over here. But yeah, so at the end of this whole thing, when the Hydra head fans out, we know the address of the 4 players. First place is going to get the first place token. 4th place is going to get the 4th place token, and then they're going to be able to claim their prize money from the smart contract. So yes, this is 100% happening on mainnet right now as you watch.
And how difficult was it to develop a smart contract to do what you just explained?
So the smart contract to do this is actually relatively easy. The hard part has all been done by the Hydra team to make Hydra such a slick and usable technology stack. Whether you're using it in offline mode like our single player nodes or you're doing this competitive gaming, Hydra just works. It's fucking amazing. I apologize for my language, but Hydra just works. And so if you have any sort of crazy use case that you need to go a lot faster than the L1 can do, Hydra's got your back.
Now, Trim was here earlier. He was talking about Midgard.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about Midgard and Sundial and all these ZK-based solutions?
So they're good, but again, it's a different use case, right? So a Midgard is an optimistic roll-up, so they're more looking at solving a different problem. So with a Hydra head, I'm looking at going really fast with a more centralized solution. So a centralized entity needs to go really, really fast for a short period of time. That's Hydra, right? Midgard says, hey, the L1 is busy, and so I need to offload some of that. Midgard goes, hey, I got you, bro. Don't worry about it. Let's roll it up with some ZK magic.
I see.
And then, of course, Sundial is amazing because that's what's going to bring the Bitcoin liquidity over. And so that's more about bridging between Cardano and Bitcoin and merging our 2 liquidity streams together and making Cardano the DeFi layer for Bitcoin.
Got it. Now, there's Noah asking if there's any developer instructions to get set up on Hydra right now. Can you point them to the right place?
Yeah, so Noah, go to hydra.family is the best place to go. There's actually, okay, I don't want to say they're the best docs in Cardano, but they're probably some of the best docs in Cardano in terms of showing you every step of the process. Because really, it comes down to starting a head, and then what do you want to do inside that head, and what do you want to do when that head gets done.
Nice. Let's see if there's any additional questions coming in from the community.
If I were them, I would team up a little bit. You can't
Validating
I know
everything.
they can't talk, right? Yeah.
When is the winner announced? I think you sort of touched on that earlier, but go ahead.
I did. So yeah, the winners are going to play 3 full matches. So that we're in the second match right now, and each match is about 10 minutes. So it's essentially who has the highest kill count at the end of 10 minutes. So we're in the middle of the second match right now. So there's one more 10-minute match to go after this. And then we'll announce the winners. And actually, shout out Meepo, who's been in the chat, because he is my graphic designer who's actually working on all the videos and graphics for how we're going to explain all this shit on stage as all this thing gets wrapped up. So
No, that is awesome. Thank you again. Let's see here. There are people asking about other games aside from Doom. What are your thoughts about getting those games to be able to run on Hydra?
So that's my personal focus for 2025 is how do we actually bring in how do we make the SDKs and the libraries that game developers need to where they don't even realize that they're on a blockchain, right? They're integrating a Hydra and they don't even know about it, right? So we need to make it a lot easier because right now it's still fairly advanced knowledge. So I have a distorted perspective being in Cardano
You're
as
in
long
the
as I
weeds,
have.
yeah.
Yeah, like so oh, there we go. We're at the end. Oh, that was like 29 to 18. Somebody had 29 kills. I don't know who it was, but that was a lot of kills.
So who's winning right now? Is it the guy on the left or the guy?
I don't know. They're showing 4, 5, 3.
Wooly, can we get a smile from you on stage?
Oh, we got a eyebrow wiggle. So
That's actually pretty remarkable.
Oh wow, he's the one that's in control.
maybe that seems to be what they said. So I don't know.
Thank you, John. I appreciate it. This is the gentleman earlier that mentioned that he had just picked up Doom like 2 or 3 months ago, and he's winning.
So that's why
That's mind-boggling, man.
Well, I mean, these guys are gamers, right? And so they were actually joking about it. This is one of the highest paying, like, professional gaming things that you can possibly do in the world. They were talking about like, oh yeah, Smash Brothers champion, like they got a controller, like.
No, he getting paid 50,000. Okay, now break that down because I thought it was 100,000.
So there was a total of 100,000 prize money. We reserved 50K for everybody that played in the qualifiers that got over a certain level.
So they got like a little bit.
They're going to get an airdrop of, I want to say it's like 10 USDM and something. And then 50,000 was saved for these guys. So first place is going to get 25K. Second place, 15K. Third and fourth are going to share 5K each. And so
everybody here on stage is walking away with something.
All these guys are walking away with something. So there are no losers today.
No, that's good to hear, man. That is good to hear. So someone's asking about cornucopias on Hydra. I mean, what's stopping any other game from using Hydra?
So nothing really is stopping any other game from using Hydra. I've had great conversations already today with the Ascent Rivals teams.
I just mentioned that. They're talking about I'm Cardano now.
They're talking. No, Ascent Rivals, they've always been Cardano, man. Like since CNFTCon back in 2021 and 2022, these guys have been building on Cardano. They've been on Cardano the entire time. So the Ascent Rivals teams all day, every day, building on Cardano. But what they're looking at is things like spectator betting, posting bounties. So like if the racer you don't like is winning, you as a spectator can put a bounty on his head, and whoever shoots him gets your 500 Lovelace or whatever, And so we can do micro payment situations like that with a Hydra head.
Yeah. Man, so maybe as we get ready to wind things down, like what are you looking forward to? Like what comes next? Now that we've got Doom on Hydra. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, they're announcing the leaderboard.
17, and Viz got 21.
Oh, wow, nice.
Total 54 points has put Wooly in the lead right now. We're going to see.
Meepo says he's going to be right back. He's requesting playtest access to Ascent Rivals right now. So,
I mean, I will say the gameplay was extremely slick. It looked fun. It wasn't just racing, but it looked like you were like racing and shooting.
Did you play in the little the F1 simulator?
I did not.
Oh, you got to play in the F1 simulator with the joysticks, man. Like that's where it's at.
I'm gonna have to check that out, man.
Why did it all go wrong for me? Well, a lot can be
so I think this is the guy that's in the lead right now.
It is, but look at that. That's the face of a champion. He's not confident. He's
I just met
he's
him.
going into it.
I met him
he's in it to
earlier
win it.
today,
Look at
so
these
I
guys.
told him I want to get him on the channel for an interview, man.
You should have all of these guys on, like realistically.
He'd be
So
massive.
these guys they're here, they're committed, and like even if you're down bad right now, there's still time.
Not too shabby.
All right. This is the third round.
This is the third. This is the finals right now.
Final round, guys.
Make some noise for your favorite players.
Let's go. Woo, 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 woo.
We've already got 2 kills.
All right, so X handles. Noah's asking for X handles. So
For
probably like Ascent Rivals.
Oh,
and,
okay.
yeah.
you've got the plasma gun. That's 2. We're going to tie it up right now. 2-2. It's like Chuck Buller. We'll be back at 2. Not really. We're not going anywhere.
X handles are coming. 1 sec.
All right, yeah. So it's at Ascent, as in ASCENT Rivals. Yep, that looks right. And then what is Cornucopia's game?
You got to close that gap right now. This is do or die. Down to that.
Is it just one word?
Yeah, all one word. Yeah, just Cornucopia's game. So those are our 2 major Cardano-based games that are here present today.
You are all about, and it is about trying to kill.
Dude, those lasers, man.
Yeah, that EMP gun or whatever it is, the blue like thing, like it's way overpowered. Like,
yeah.
And they just scored their first kill with the double barrel shotgun.
Oh yeah, the new Doom. Have you seen the trailer for the new Doom?
I honestly haven't, because I've been so busy with the 1993 version of Doom that I haven't even had a chance to watch the trailer
I've got
yet.
to pull it up here for the viewers, man.
All right, yeah,
let's take a look at that.
With the plasma, do you try to pre-fire corners just in case somebody
Just throw them down the hallway, throw them whatever. The thing is, you have to preserve ammo a little bit. Just narrow the ammo you have. In this case, I would
The
just
Dark
go
Ages.
for the kill, and then go get more ammo.
Yeah, I mean, that is the name of the game. If they are on chase on, if they cannot find them, I mean, running away.
All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick break here and shift gears. We're gonna take a look at the trailer for the new Doom.
New Doom coming out this year, I think. Yeah, 2025 Xbox Direct.
It has to be the best all-around weapon. I agree with you wholeheartedly.
I mean, look at the graphics, man.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. That's killing some demon hordes right there in 2025 style.
I feel like just taking it away from your competitor is probably good enough.
That's pretty gory right there, man.
That's pretty sick. Yeah.
Kill right there for your very eyes. Enjoy that prize, kids.
Interesting stuff, man. So definitely looking forward to seeing that, man. Definitely looking forward to seeing that.
Can't wait. We got to get Fatality or Fatality over on the DAP Central channel when that comes out to talk about how it's going. I'm sure he's going to end up being the champion of that game as well. So
I didn't realize how big of a legend he was, man. I felt bad when I didn't recognize him.
He came up to me. He's like, "Yo, Adam, like, how you doing?" I'm like, "Am I supposed to know who the fuck you are?" Like, I don't know, but so.
No, he's definitely a legend for sure.
He is, yeah. I'm not a gamer. I don't know anything about gaming. I apologize in advance to everybody that is a huge gaming fan. So. Yeah, I mean, like, so these scores aren't crazy disparate, right? Like, so we got 12, 9, 8, and 5 currently in this last round. So these guys are all very competitive.
Close,
like,
yeah.
This isn't a blowout. It's close. It's competitive.
Come on, man. Kill them with their kids. Let them sort out, right? Like, hey, man, if you're fresh to the map, you can die that much easier.
So there was actually a strategy that was kind of interesting. There was, when we were playing in the test games, people would camp out around the BFG. So that when somebody unlocked it, you could snag it real quick and then just nuke them instantly. So, but I haven't seen a lot of that happening in this competitive championship so far.
Yeah, in terms of strategy, I mean, I try to play this and I still have not figured out a strategy. When you do play, what do you recommend?
I mean, so I didn't play any of the competitive stuff, so I have no actual clue like what a good strategy is. So, and then these guys, this is the very first time they're playing 1v3. Like, there's never been a 4-player in the entire scope of this tournament. Today, these were the first matches that these guys have ever done with 4 players all trying to kill each other. So these guys were playing 1v1 against bots, against each other to get to this point. So, this is an entirely new experience for them.
It's a new dynamic.
It's a new dynamic.
Now you got to watch your back.
Exactly, yeah. Like, you're focusing on the guy in front of you. You're not watching your back and the guy sneaking up behind you with the BFG and nuking both of you at the same time. So,
all right, we got Elysian asking about the prize distribution again. If you can help us out, please.
Okay, so it's 50K total. It's 25K to first place, 15K to second, and then 5K for third and fourth place.
There you go. You heard it there, Elysian. Thank you.
everybody else has a lot of work. Their work is definitely cut out.
Oh, yeah, so 13, 13, 14, and 7. Like, the numbers are getting tight here. Like, it is getting close here at this final match.
Yeah.
In the hunt.
What a day, man.
This is
What a day.
There we go. We've got 14 minutes.
Oh.
A little bit of lag there, but,
yeah.
you know, that happens, so.
That's another question. Can you maybe break down the difference between playing online versus here on a local area network?
So, yeah, actually, interesting fact. The original Doom used a UDP-based different networking stack where essentially it just sent out packets and it didn't care whether or not you got them. It was just spamming you with transactions, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
This newer version that we're using uses the modern TCP communication networking protocol. And so every packet has to get sent and acknowledge that you received it. And that's where you see some of this lag because the clients are waiting and all of them are talking to each other actively at 35 frames per second. So even on a very low latency local LAN, you could see a pause every once in a while because these guys are also submitting transactions for every single frame to a Hydra head. And so we've got a combination of factors here. But yeah, so you get a brief hiccup every once in a while.
Right.
But that is what presented a lot of the technological difficulty of playing remote games is that when you're separated, then you have even more lag in between your two computers.
Right,
you know?
right.
So these guys have maybe a half of a millisecond.
Which is tolerable.
Which is tolerable, yeah. It's not the end of the world. But if it's 2 or 3 milliseconds, you might actually miss a frame, and that's when you see people popping around your screen and doing things like that. So, but again, this is a tech demo. Ultimately, at its core, you would never actually try to broadcast every single frame of your game to the internet in practice.
That's true. No, thank you for the technical breakdown, man. What's your X, man? You gotta drop that over here too.
My X, Adam K. Dean.
Adam K. Dean, just like that.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give this gentleman a follow here, man. I'm putting up his X. As you guys can hear directly from him, the guy knows exactly what he's talking about, and he's contributed to this. You know, for anybody who's maybe hearing you for the first time, what's your background about Cardano? How'd you get in the ecosystem?
Yeah, so my background is I drink and I code things sometimes, and then mostly
he's drinking for sure,
and then mostly provide troll commentary every once in a while. So. But yeah, no, I've been in Cardano since 2019. Ran a stake pool for a while. I ran a little an NFT minting engine called BuffyBot for a little bit, and then now obviously into governance and trying to hopefully steer Cardano in the right direction into the future. So.
I think you're well on your way. Your contributions have been massive, man. I want to say thank you. We got S telling you not to kill your liver.
My liver, if it was going to get killed, would have died a long time ago. So I've actually just pickled it, so we're okay.
He said he's pickled his liver. This guy's hilarious, man. All right, so I think we're getting close. We're getting close.
We've got to be coming down to the end. It's getting pretty close too.
So where did you fly in from? I flew in from down south USA.
So I drove. I live in Arizona, just on the other side of Hoover Dam. So I actually am very local to Las Vegas.
So not a far drive whatsoever for Adam.
Yeah, everybody is.
But yeah, so I think our furthest contestant is actually from Poland. So yeah, so we have a contestant up there on stage playing from Poland.
So there was a question here about what is MOBAs?
Wow.
MOBA, I think that's like a Fortnite or is it over?
I think so.
I think it ended. I don't know.
All right, hold on. I think we've got a winner in the house.
It seems like one of those guys. They're smiling a lot.
Yeah.
Everybody's feeling good
Let's
about the
see.
gameplay. Look,
Let's see.
it's just fun to be on stage at the HyperX Arena in front of all of these great fans under the lights and everybody watching at home. It is just awesome to be here. Look, a lot of esports players never get to be in the position that these players are. They're playing for a lot of money under the lights here at the premier esports arena in all the world, especially here in Vigo.
We need that leaderboard.
I mean, the thing is, it's like about these events, and you get these opportunities.
Unfortunately, we didn't have time to code up a leaderboard, and so that was one of the oversights that we missed.
Yeah, we'll say though, you guys had a dashboard showing the TPS and stuff, and that was really impressive to see.
We did, yeah, but like, so it was only going to ever be these 4 machines, and we knew roughly that was just going to peg to 140 and not really move anywhere, so it wouldn't be super excited.
Chaos, and it was indeed chaotic. Man, there was a lot of action going on running around a game that's 32 years old. We just had fun watching a new iteration.
All right, I think that's going to wrap it up there.
I think so, yeah. So
we have a go ahead. What comes next?
So now we're gonna actually have a great video by the one and only Meepo there in the comments to actually explain how this entire thing worked out, and then we're gonna give out the big checks and do the whole celebration.
We've got to wish Mike Litzbig a happy birthday.
Yo, Mike Litzbig. I don't know where you
birthday.
are, brother, but you should be having a happy birthday. We're having a good time. We're watching Hydra Doom at the amazing HyperX Arena in Las Vegas. I don't know who won, but we're going to find out soon. So,
That's right.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. We got Ada Data tickling their liver too, or pickling their liver too.
Tickling, whatever you're doing to your liver, as long as you're enjoying yourself, enjoy.
So I think you broke this down. You mentioned the 240 TPS.
Yeah, so what is TPS? That's transactions per second. So actually what's going on here, right, is that we're actually broadcasting the difference between state A and state B between every single frame of the game. And that's getting wrapped up into a Cardano transaction that's validated by a Plutus smart contract. And so when we say transactions per second, yeah, that's 140 transactions per second, essentially guaranteeing none of those guys cheated, essentially, is what we're doing.
There we go. Thank you. Brochetta, love from Las Vegas out here with us. RNG Crypto. So Charles showed me his phone earlier. He showed me his DMs.
Okay, yeah.
And RNG wants me to share with them what I saw. Now, I gave Charles my word.
That you wouldn't
That
share.
I wouldn't share, yeah.
All right.
So I've got to be careful. I got to be careful to RNG. But let me just say that Charles has connections close to Trump.
Charles knows people that know people that know people.
I'll just say that. What does ATH mean? All-time high.
All-time high, yeah. And so
that's the second time you said.
Oh, yeah, they're calling me to the stage, Fareed. So
all right, you got to roll.
Let me go grab my beer.
Thank you, man. All right, that I think might be the last cameo here, guys. I am winded. I am gassed. We've been going for an hour and a half here. We've got Charles about to give out the big check.
Well, you know what?
And I think we're going to wrap it up here. Let's see. RNG looks like the community doesn't want me to spill the beans, man. I'm going to be a man of my word.
Yeah, somewhere in there. It's somewhere out there. All right. Well, you know what?
Trim has definitely been hitting the weights.
Who is victorious and who will go home with not as much dough, Randy?
Let's see.
Right after this.
We are about to get the So John, I did not get the chance to ask him about this, man. There was 3 questions I didn't get to ask. I didn't get to ask about Africa or the NDA. And then he did end up bringing up Bitcoin DeFi himself. But the other 2 I did not get to ask him yet. Yeah, if you pull up on me IRL, I got you, dog. I got you, RNG. Pull up. All right, we're waiting on the official big check. But again, keep in mind that this is all being done on chain. So there we go. $50,000 USDM smart contract. You are welcome, John. This has been enjoyable for me, man. Thank you, Ada Data. I appreciate y'all so much, man. It really does mean a lot. All right, let's see if I can pan this a little bit, give you guys some action here. We got the contestants there on the left-hand side. They're all waiting there, and we got Charles with the big check. But again, keep in mind that this is not about the check. It's all being done on chain with USDM. Give me just a second, guys. I'm going to punch in a little bit. I'm going to put up this mic real quick. Thank you, Caesar. I appreciate you too, Nico. All right, so there we go. So we got Charles down there. Let me see if I can lighten this up a little bit. It's a little darker in the venue. We've got the contestants over here. Looks like they're about to make the announcement.
Tonight, in the heart of Las Vegas.
All right, let's see what they got going on the big screen.
The Hydra DOOM Tournament has concluded with a legendary battle. 4 finalists. One epic conclusion, $50,000 in prize funds, secured on the Cardano blockchain. But this isn't just about the games. It's about trust, security, and the future of competitive gaming. Here's how it works.
Thank you too, Jack. I appreciate you guys, man. Seriously, it means a lot.
Smart contract on the Cardano mainnet. The smart contract allows the correct amount of prize.
Shout out to Rockstar here as well, man. The whole USDM team is actually here. They're all downstairs right now. They're all repping, man. So this is breaking down the technical specs about, you know, the actual smart contract and how the USDM secured here.
A second smart contract in the head will mediate the outcome of the tournament and distribute the 4 NFTs to the appropriate winner. When the head is closed, these NFTs get distributed to winners' addresses on the Cardano mainnet, where they can then claim their prize money. If, hypothetically, they can't agree on the final state of the tournament, the head can be closed at the last agreement on state. In this case, that would distribute the NFTs to a referee who would serve as a fallback mediator. Each finalist has now received a token tied to their prize. To claim their share, the token must be presented to the
So yeah, Elysian. Charles definitely did mention that. I think he's really wanting to push and support USDM because he knows it's homegrown. You know, he's been very vocal about the power that USDC is going to have if they come into the ecosystem. And I think that's why he wants to push something that's internal as opposed to bringing them in here and letting them sort of, you know, take over the ecosystem in a sense. Now, that said, I do also believe that you have to give the people what they want. And with some of the recent surveys, the biggest projects all want USDC, right? So, Richard, I just dropped the video on Snack yesterday, man. Make sure to check that out. It's a 10-minute video. I broke down their achievements, man. Shout out to the Snack team. Nico, I do hold a little bit of Snack, but after yesterday, I need to buy some more, man.
Welcome back.
All right,
everyone.
this is the prize portion. We're gonna jump back in.
And who will go home a little bit sad. I'm not going to tell you who won. Let's let a real champion tell you who won. Fatality, take it away and let us know who's going home with a little bit of that Do-Re-Mi Fa-Sol-La-Ti dough.
So actually, it's really exciting, but Consensus from Virginia actually took 4th in the event today. All the way from Virginia, you know, he was probably the favorite out of everyone that was talking around here that he was the guy who's going to win this. I'm sure in free for all it's very tough, but you know, the 4th top 4 is amazing, very tough. And
They won 5,000 USD, and baby, just like that.
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable. You know, you get out here for a weekend and win $5 grand, it's amazing. And big congratulations to Duke. It's a pleasure meeting you.
All right, third place.
So over from Poland, we have Midgard, 63 kills, won by 2 frags over expectations.
And they also go home with a 5,000 USDN prize. Not too shabby. Yeah, look at the big check. Everybody likes the big check. How many of those big checks do you have in your house?
I have plenty, but Midgard actually, he got his visa, there was his ESTA to come here and compete in this tournament in 5 minutes.
That's great.
And so this is his first time traveling to the States to compete. Going home with 5,000, pretty sweet. In second place, we have Cubicle Shine with 65 kills. Cubicle played the basic game, came from up in Canada, came all the way down here to play in this event. Played really well. Actually got to play against him a lot, but congratulations on 15,000.
15K for being in Vegas.
15 grand.
Video game. Hey, tell your mom you made it. All right, not too bad right there. Second place, looking good. You're going to be able to go home to your woods neighbors in the north and say, I can afford U.S. healthcare now.
And the biggest surprise of this all is the guy who took runner-up 2 times in VR Esports has now become the grand champion of the Hydra DOOM Tournament and won 25K is Woolly Man.
Let's go. Let's go. Of course, with Charles giving him the big check.
Man, it just looks good. I hope that's colored because if not, you're putting me to shame, man. That is all just looking so fresh and so clean. And it's going to look even more fresh and clean with 25 USDM getting done.
Very impressive player, Tim. Playing the plasma gun game and controlling that weapon and get massive kills in game 1, game 2 really propelled him to win this pretty handily by 5 kills over Cubicle Shine.
Yeah, pretty handily. They did it. And they showed up to show honor. They showed everybody at home that they are through.
Uh-oh, we got Hosky.
What a great way to celebrate crypto and 1 million TPS by playing Doom and getting some cash for it. Give yourselves a round of applause, HyperX Arena, and make some noise for your victorious winners. Oh my gosh, look what we got.
Hosky getting 0.
We've got Hosky in stage right now. He's stealing checks. Oh no, he got $0. That's how I feel each and every single day right there. You go home with nothing. Have fun. Hey, but you got to come to the HyperX Arena inside of the Luxor in Las Vegas. Hey, we're going to go.
That'll bring us to the end, guys. I'm about to shut it down. Hosky definitely does look drunk.
Don't win on 0. Yeah. We'll go double 0.
That was awesome.
Double 0 greens. Roulette. Let's get it done. And congratulations to all of our winners and everybody who came out to play, all the developers, everybody that was here, from Cardano, from IOG for input, output, and MetaChain 1. You all made this happen. And remember, Cardano community, it couldn't have happened without YOU. Yeah.
Woo, 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 woo.
I'm going to make you wear that suit next.
Oh, yeah.
I think you'll fit in perfectly.
What bet did I lose?
I didn't tell you yet, but you lost. Thank you.
Thank you, Rockstar. Catch you on the next one, man.
Next, we've got MIMS.
All right.
Tell you why it's I'm just gonna show you
Ladies and gentlemen, I think that will do it here for today's live stream. Again, we've been going for nearly 2 hours. I appreciate you all tuning in here. It means a lot to be able to enjoy this together. Again, super excited. And not just for myself, but for Cardano, for Doom, for scaling. And just want to congratulate and shout out everybody who's made this happen here. Again, I appreciate everybody here from the community who's jumped out here to show me support. I cannot thank you all enough. That'll bring me here to the end. I've got that interview coming out here with Charles, and I'm definitely going to be reaching out to him to see if I can get more information from him here and bring it to you guys here on the channel. As always, if you guys have found this to be helpful or informational, please smash that thumbs up. If it's your first time stopping by and you want more, consider subscribing. And last but not least, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave those down below. That said, and as always, I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekends. Stay safe. Until next time.
Let's do it again soon. Come over to the house and we'll just talk trash video games. You're gonna